There is the referee's whistle. Game time in Kingswood. Almost bounced off the post. It'll be Ortagavia with the first charge of the afternoon. A real leader of this forward pack. That's what Coach Churchill expects. They want a nice clean start to this game. Set a platform. Pollard out of dummy half. Ewer bounces through the gap. Over halfway, coming to the fullback. Nudging him off. Still with Ewer. And a strip at the end of it. So a 40-metre run for the lock. And a penalty to boot. What a start for St Dominic's College. Tap from Pollard. Here comes Farsolo. And now only 20 metres out. Only 3 tackles gone in this game. Cleary at first receiver. Shapes underneath. Dummies Cleary. Trying to use that running game. Coming off a knee injury, so might nurse himself in. Pollard at dummy half. They go the open right. Edgar. Now Ortagavia. Good start to this game. 3 men to put him down. 10 metres out. Centre field. Pollard to the right. Edgar out the back for Ison. Bounces out of one tackle. Comes back towards the upright. Still going Ison. And only a metre out. Deep in the count. Pollard. Plays to the left. Cleary. Double pumps. Now Edgar. Left foot step. Coming back towards the defence. Slicing through. Jackson Edgar. First try of the game. And don't the students love it? 4 points to nil. St Dominic's College lead Bass Sports High School. It's all blue and white to start this one. I think we're learning pretty quickly why they decided to play this on their school grounds. What a roar when Edgar got there. The crowd go up as one. Plenty of parents up in the bleachers as well. Great scenes. That's what we love about schoolboy footy. Riley Pollard assuming the kicking duties this afternoon. It's a swirling wind. Pollard may have to contend with this one. The hooker ready to come in. Strikes it well. Straight through the middle and onto the roof. Six points to nil. St Dominic's over Bass Sports High School. Tried at Jackson Edgar. Early doors in this one. Bass Sports High School haven't been able to touch the ball just yet. Let's see what they can do with this set. Off the boot of Sewer again. Taken safely. That tall, lanky flame belongs to Hale. Elisara trying to drag players towards the 40-metre line. On play 2, they're almost near halfway. Now in the backfield, Ison straight through, coming to his opposite fullback. Ball bounces out. Referee said it was knocked out by El Youssef. So another scrum to pack down. Ominous signs already. In behind the ruck. So Dominic's College already having plenty of success. A try this afternoon for the St Dominic's College boys. Instant popularity on the school grounds. Cleary feeds a scrum. Pollard, they go over short side. Ison again. Trying to beat the centre, all ends up. Still bouncing in the tackle, Ison. Was in the team of the year a couple of years ago at age 16, so he's a real find in this tournament, Liam Ison. Pollard out of acting half. Cleary, shapes underneath, short pass. Ewer this time. Well read by the defence. Put down 10 metres out. Here they come again, St Dom's. Ortagavia bounces off one tackle. Trying to crawl to the line, the prop. Pollard, they go the open right. Cleary catches at his bootlaces. Early ball, good pass selection. And that's why a try to Baden Moran. It's party time here in Kingswood. A second try in the opening 10 minutes. Baden Moran this time. And like an arrow, Jet Cleary lands it on his chest. 10 points to 0. Baden Moran, son of former Parramatta Eels player Dennis Moran. Family came down from Forbes. They're making a fist of it already. Second try of the game already coming to St Dominic's. And still, Bass Sports High School haven't touched the ball yet. From the right-hand touchline, the wind's just died down a little bit, which will give Pollard a better opportunity. The dummy half ready to line it up. Strikes it well, but always going across the face. Score remains 10 points to 0. Here at St Dominic's College campus. We are live on the Daily Telegraph website. Subscribe for all your schoolboy footy. Sewer kicks off again. Taking safely, and here comes Ortagavia. Got some nice footwork before the line. They're appealing for a high tackle. Referee Brody was okay with it. Now his prop partner, Farsolo, got between the legs. That looked a little bit dangerous. They play on. Pollard in behind the markers. That's the plan for today. Ewer, Cleary, Ortagavia, the offload eventually into the hands of Tautua, and that is the first tackle for Bass Sports High School right on halfway. Brander, now Sever, takes 4 to try and put him down. 10 metres into enemy territory, so they've finally got it. They've got it in a good position. Strong charge, this time from Malayafi. Brander out of acting half. Sewer at first receiver. Goddard. Now Murray coming in field. Ragdoll, there's not much of him, but stays in the field of play. Now heavy contact on Goddard. He centres play. Last tackle. How are they going to finish this set, Bass Sports High? Brander, now Sewer, he's got to hurry. Kick ricocheted. Last tackle still. And Sever's held with it, 5 metres short of the try line. So a good set there from Bass Sports High. That'll give them some confidence. They made 45 metres from that set. Now they've got to get those defensive shoulders on. Towards the sideline, Gavin Kimber. Daly tried to strip it. And now the fend. Into the backfield again. This is Elisara. Finds Edgar, already a try scorer. And he's pinned down. Another 40-metre gain for the home side. Hale. Big contact by Daly. Play to the right. Cleary. Back on the inside for Pollard. Left foot step. And he's put to ground. They're shaped out to the left. St. Dom's, what have they got? Cleary. Now Edgar. Dropping Ortagavia underneath. Driving the legs towards the try line. 5 metres out in line with the left hand upright. Pollard the open right. Cleary stepping, throwing off one defender. Still Cleary. And driven into the turf. 2 metres out last play. Pollard plays for Edgar. Left foot step again. A carbon copy of the first try. And he's got a second, Edgar. The 5'8" on fire. 14 points to nil. St. Dominic's lead. Bass Sports High School. Well, every time they get down there, they look deadly. St. Dominic's College. They're almost chasing the clock. They're going to be a real force to reckon with. Coach Churchill admits probably don't have the same raw talent as last year's team, but definitely they'll be one of the surprise packets from the competition. Of course, everybody from Pool A gets into the quarterfinals, but if St. Dominic's get there, look out. They've got the game that can really scare some of those heavyweights. Pollard from almost the exact same spot as his first conversion. And nails it. Another 2 to the score. 16 points to nil. Here in St. Dominic's College, the home side lead. The resistance was better from Bass in that last 5 minutes, but they've got to improve their goal line defence. Daly kicks off. They've gone a different side of the field, maybe change of fortune. Cleary. His forward overran him, so he had to take the tackle. As I mentioned off the top, Jet Cleary, brother of Nathan Cleary. Good luck to Nathan Cleary and the New South Wales Blues tonight in State of Origin. You are already a line break to his name. Ison out of dummy half, trying to get beyond the dummy half and does that. Held smack bang on halfway. Beautiful logo, the St. Dominic's College logo. Cleary kicks early in the counts. Getting in behind Murray. Awkward bounce! Almost taken by Moran, but he left it behind. So now Bass to try and work it out of her own end. We haven't seen that just yet. They trail 16 points to nil. It could have easily been another for St. Dom's. Of course, Peter Mulholland, who this cup is now named after, was a teacher at St. Dominic's College. So very synonymous with these walls. The late Peter Mulholland. Referee's asking for that scrum to be repacked again. Bass win the scrum. Tautua standing in the tackle, eventually put to ground. Brander, now Sewer. Dummy's the 5'8". He's big for a 5'8", but he's very crafty. Now, strong charge. And they win the penalty. That's good news for Bass Sports High. Trying to get themselves out of this field position. Finds touch safely. Tautua, right foot step. Looks like a good mover. His brother Mitch. Charging inside the opposition 20. Haven't had a lot of footy down here, Bass. What can they do with it? Strong charge again from Tuifua. Standing in the tackle. Brander shapes underneath. Ben. The halves combine. Now it's Sewer. Eventually with Goddard. Brander. Trying to wriggle his way to the line. Can't quite do it, the prop. Last tackle, says the referee. They're shaped out to the right. Brander backs himself and wins the penalty. Spotted a player outside. So they'll get another chance here, Bass. They've got to try and hit the score. Hit the scoreboard. Try and keep themselves in it. Sewer. Now Seve underneath. Driving towards the line. Can't quite get there. To the left they come. Sewer wanted to float one over the top. Eventually the offload. Goddard. Knocked back, says the referee. Play on. Everybody stops. Now Seve. Straight back up the guts. Trying to drive to the line. Spinning. Reaching out. And an inch away, says the referee. Brander. Ben. El Yusuf, the fullback, getting involved. Offload, Tautua, free run to the line. And they have their try. And it's Max Tautua for the visitors. Their first real good look at the try line, and they've got something from it. Max Tautua slams the ball down. 16-4 we find ourselves. Both these teams quite expansive. Great flick pass from Bilal El Yusuf into the hands of Mitch Tautua. Gave it to his brother Max. And that was all she wrote. Sewer, his first attempt of the day. Strikes it okay. And sneaks into the left-hand upright. 16-6. Bass Sports High, maybe that'll calm a few more nerves. Get themselves into the game. Midway through the half. Baden Moran to kick us off. It's ice whirler. That'll be hard to catch. But does well. Mitch Tautua charging back at Edgar. In close to that sideline, but stays in. Seve gets the set started the right way. So it just got a little bit more quieter here at ground level. After the try for Bass, the home side a little bit shocked. Heavy contact at the play the ball. And they win the penalty. Tuifua has been good since he's come on. And now Bass look like they're starting to warm to the task. The visitors were a little bit shocked when they got here, just the reception that the home side got, but now they've got one try. Can they go bang, bang? Leafi in the 10. Brander, Tuifua. The two props have been good. Inside the opposition 20. Brander, now Ben. On for Sewer. The run around, Sewer again. Trying to get in behind the centre. So the second phase play from Bass proving fruitful. Goddard. Now on from Leafi. Standing in the tackle. They found success on the right for the first try. Are they going to go back there now? Brander. Ben. On for Tautua. Running across field. Looking to link to his brother. He does. Dummy inside. Can't quite get to the line. Last tackle. Mitch Tautua out of dummy half. Ben was rushed. Now Sewer. Left foot step. The 5'8". Jinking. Trying to use his strength. Reaching out and just short. So not a bad place to be giving back the ball. This game starting to turn around. It was all blue and white in the first 10 minutes. But now Bass starting to apply their own pressure. What can they do out of their own end? They haven't seen much ball lately. St Dominic's College. 16-6, 3 tries to 1. Williams, his first run of the afternoon. Attard, the backup hooker's out there as well. Ewer again. Billy Thompson, the regular hooker for St Dom's, not available this afternoon. Pollard doing a good job deputising for him, as is Attard. Gets out of dummy half. The marker, surely offside. Referee says no. So they get a slice of luck there. Bass Sports High School. Let's see what they can do with it. El Yusuf trying to take a page out of Liam Ison's book. Getting in there. Also Chevy Stewart from Endeavour Sports High. Very good fullback coming out of dummy half when a line break's made. Few good fullbacks around these days. Such an important position in rugby league. Good charge from Sever. And now Leafi not far behind. Barreling St Dom's players. 5 metres out. To the left they come. Brander. Now Sewer wriggling out of tackles. The 5'8" straightening. Can easily go into the back row. Got quite the frame. Last tackle. 10 metres out. Brander. Ben. Now Mitch Tautua. Max Tautua. Daly on the wing. Trying to cut in field. Needs to get the offload. It's last tackle. And he's held on last. Maybe a kick wouldn't have been the worst idea on that occasion, but they're held on last. (16-6). St Dom's leading the Bulls, as they like to be called. Bass Sports High School. Messing out of dummy half. They milked it enough, and the referee was happy with it. So now Cleary to kick for line. Probably aiming right for my head. Here it comes. Did you get that right on top of the camera? Edgar with a tap. No. Tap from Edgar, take 2. Elisari, the black headband. Attard. Edgar first receiver, showing it. Combines with his half Cleary. Couldn't quite get that one, Moran. That's the dive on it on halfway. Now rushing out of a line on Pollard. Trying to attack with their defence, the Bulls. Ewer out the back for Cleary. Dummies. All the Clearys love a good run. Edgar at first receiver. Now Ison. Offload. Hutchings. He's been there since he was 16 years old. Hutchings, one of the only players from last year's comp. Edgar. Crossfield kick. Hails the target. Tries to tap it back. Daly picks it up. The rest says penalty. Bass Sports High School get a piggyback out of their own end. Sewell with a kick for line. Seve leaves it behind. Just not concentrating. That could prove costly. Strong charge from Williams. Been good since he's come on. Attard waits a dummy half. Play to the right. Cleary first receiver. Underneath. Shooting through. Almost was Moran. He's chopped down 10 metres out. Attard. Cleary again. Dummies the halfback. Offload for Ison. Loves a broken defensive line. Tries to crawl in. The crowd goes up. And that's enough for the referee. The skipper gets on the board. Liam Ison. He's been snuffing around the ruck all morning. And he finally gets his reward. 20 points to 6 with a kick to come. Wasn't the prettiest try he's going to score, Liam Ison. But where can you get better schoolboy action than here? The NRL Schoolboy Cup. Named the Peter Mulholland Cup in the Southern Conference, which is New South Wales, Victoria and ACT. Make sure you subscribe to the Daily Telegraph. If you're watching this, you already have, but make sure you share it far and wide. Tell any friends, family, school kids, anyone you know associated with this game, make sure they get a subscription so they can watch the game live with you. Pollard with the kicking duties this afternoon. Lands another one. That's 3 from 4 for Riley Pollard. 22 points to 6 as we approach half time. 30-minute halves at schoolboy footy level. Daly, short, sharp, ricochets off Pollard's body. Dummy from the hooker. Nice turn. And he'll take play 1. What can they do after points? Ball handling's been quite good for both sides. Just a costly error by Seve in the last Bass High School set. Short pass to Ewer. Made the first line break of the game. Really set the tone. Did the lock forward. Cleary. Now trying to wriggle through that one, Hudgens. Now spinning, that was pressure on the neck, was it? And he is clutching his neck. That didn't look pretty. Getting up, referee's okay with it, but that one could have been a penalty. You're out of active half. Last tackle. Cleary. Chip over the top, looking for Ison. How's the bounce? The fullback comes up with it. Flick out the back. Tackle eventually completed. But a good idea from Jet Cleary. Part of the Penrith Panthers Harold Matt system, as are a couple of players in this side. Jackson Edgar, also of the same ilk. Mitch Heather, North Sydney Bears. So a number of these players semi-contracted to NRL clubs. We'll play junior reps for them anyway. Good charge by Tautua. Got to the ground quick. El Yusuf out of dummy half. Trying to quicken up their ball playing. Brander knocks on, trying to go too quick. Basai was trying to up the tempo. That's the siren for half-time. And here we go, stanza 2. A lot to do for Bass Sports High School. Can they do it? Or will the home side roll on? Ben. Dropping Linden for his first touch. There's Taulanga. 2 tackles and they're on halfway. Brander, now Sewer. Goddard. Wrestling in the tackle. He's held by 3 defenders. Sewer first receiver, cut out ball. Here's Tautua. Last tackle. A gain of 40 metres. Sewer rushed. Has to step inside. Eventually gets the kick away. Chasing his own kick. Bouncing off St Dominic's College players. And they'll work it out from their own end. Pollard waits at dummy half. Working out of their own end as they have well this afternoon. St Dominic's College, Liam Ison, one of the reasons why. Just shy of halfway, ball comes free, but that was a clear strip. They want to go quickly, but it's a strip penalty, so they're going to have to wait. 22 points to 6. This game streamed live and exclusive on the Daily Telegraph website. I'm Tony Salerno. It's great to have you along. Elisara, first cab off the rank, coming in field. That left arm carry. Attard out of dummy half. Marker almost got him, but he's too nippy for him. And eventually put to ground. Edgar. Now Cleary. Shape to go inside. Comes out. Ison. Bouncing off tacklers. Back on the inside for Cleary. And he's held 5 metres out. Attard waits at dummy half. Edgar. Now Pollard joins in. Dummy from the hooker. Eventually put to ground. They're going sideline to sideline. St Dominic's. Ison. Grub a kick in. Tautua picks it up. Now 3, 4, 5. St Dom's come to drive him back. Stays into the field of play just. Getting a bit messy down at play 2. 5 metres out. They're trying to drive them back into the in goal. The resistance eventually pays off for Bass Sports High School. Bass Sports High School in the predominant black with the gold V. Looking very similar to the Sunshine Coast Falcons in the Queensland Cup. Tautua knocks on from the first play. Heather throwing off one tackle. Now Cleary and Tautua in the backfield. And now referee stopping play. Tautua not happy with proceedings. Jet Cleary was involved. And now starting to get a little bit ugly. Frustration by both sides. So both teams just being separated, trying to cool a few heads. Of course, when your name's Jet Cleary, you've got a bit of a target on your back, and I'm sure they know that. Now the referee just consulting with his touchies, seeing how we're going to resume. Out comes Liam Ison, the captain, just getting the third degree from the referee. And now just arguing the point. More of a caution. I don't think any St. Dom's players will be called out for that. Just getting told to settle down. Now Jonathan Sewer being called out. One of the Tautua brothers. And he's going to sit down for 10. The crowd goes up. And now it's going to get a little bit fiery, I think, in the next 5 minutes. Mitch Tautua, me and Sinbin. His brother Max still out there. Now first run, it's a brave one. Hutchings. He's put the ground. Now Bass Sports High School just got to keep their heads. They don't want to concede now. Cleary. Out the back, Edgar. Misread by Ison. Still picked up by Gavin Kimber. Turnover. And eventually with Bass Sports High. So they evade that attacking raid. Now driven back. Offload comes, but the tackle was already complete. Big charge by Linden. Brander, now Sewer. Dummies. Has the arm free, good pass. Tautua. Drawing the winger, Mithu Murray. Coming across, good tackle by Heather. Had to be made. Tautua, now Sewer. Right foot step. Brander. Goddard charging towards the 10-metre line. Last tackle. 10 metres out in rhyme to the left-hand upright. They go the skinny short side. Sewer, grab a kick. Juggled, into goal, but Pollard grounds it before Bass get there. So it'll be a goal line dropout. And that's what's been adjudicated by the referee. So it will be a goal line dropout. 22 plays 6. A try here for Bass Sports High School will be big in the context of the game, particularly because they are a man down. A sin bin moments earlier. Cleary with the dropout. Now charging back. Taulanga past the first defender into the opposition 20. Branda waits at dummy half. Sua going to the left. Tautua stepping inside. Only a metre out. El Yusuf dummies. Tries to get over from dummy half. He's held up though. Max Tautua looks very likely inside the 10-metre line. Charge from Linden, trying to back his way to the line. Still wrestling. Only a metre out. And now charging again, trying to use the power game. And they score. That's a big try in the context of this game. And it's the Bass Sports High School. They reduced the deficit. 22 plays 10. And it was Deshaun Linden. Hard to stop from that range, and he wasn't. 22 plays 10. And what an advantage, scoring a try when a play is in the sin bin. Sua not getting a very friendly reception, but that shouldn't matter too much. And lands it. He's got it. 22 points to 12. Game on here in Kingswood. Group D really shaping as one that's quite even. A high kickoff by Moran. And now charging into the defence. Linden again. And a penalty as well. They've got their tails up here, Bass Sports High. Here they come. Kick for line from Sua. Just stabs at the ball, Sua, in his conversions and also general play kicking. Linden heading towards halfway. Sporting the long plat. Branda. Sua. Right foot step. He's got the 6 on his back, but almost plays like an extra forward. Branda, Goddard coming back at the heart of the defence. The hooker Branda backing his way towards the 20. Be really interesting if they can get one more here. Sua trying to link with Tautua. Shrugs off the tackle, still going. Goddard coming in field. Now 10 metres out centre field, deep in the counts. Bass Sports High, can they go bang bang? Ben, now El Yusuf dummies, tries to spin in the tackle. Put to ground on last. They go the open left. Grubber kick in, ricochet. Referee happy with the contact. They will survive. Now Ortagavia eventually rises to his feet. Not too long till we're 13 on 13. Daily Telegraph stream. This is the Peter Mulholland Cup, 22-12. St Dominic's College over Bass Sports High. Really intriguing fixture as we enter the hour mark. Hale over halfway on last. Edgar, long kick, over the head of Murray. The winger comes up with it, and jolted in a big shot. Big defense by Moran. El Yusuf looks one of the more likely from Bass Sports High. Only a jersey grab keeps him to the ground. Mitch Tautura will be back on very shortly. Be able to add a bit more punch in that forward pack. Randar, now Seves back out there. Heading towards halfway. Always wins his play the ball. Leaves a marker behind. Leafi, the starting props are back. Last tackle, Ben. Now Air, it's last. They've got to get rid of it. But they're trapped. Ortagavia still down for St. Dom's College. He may have to come from the field. Now they've stopped play here for Dominic's College, so he has to come off. Just a quick huddle from the St. Dom's team. Both teams getting a bonus chat as we head into the final minutes of this game. 22-12. Two minutes left in the bin for Tautua. Mexican wave from the crowd while this intermission happens. Ortagavia just trying to stretch out his shoulder. Be a big loss for the team if he wasn't to take any further part, but just trying to get some movement back in there. It is quite chilly at ground level, so this break not doing anybody any favours. Now stoppage. Let's see who recovers the better from this. St. Dominic's College to work it away. Gavin Kimber's been good. Dommy's chant goes up, trying to will their side home. They have a good lead. Elisada heading towards halfway, but they back him. Say you can't come over halfway yet. Pollard. Now Ison. You are. The offload was forward. So the pressure valve's just gone up. 22-12. Crowd not happy, but it was forward. Bass Sports High School. They've now got their full complement on the field, 13 on 13. Mitch Tautua back on the field. And we're looking at a grandstand finish. Lennox Air. Brandar, now Sever. Ewer came out to meet him. Brander in a dummy half. Ben, inside ball, left behind. It's a little bit frantic, the visitors. You feel like the next try scorer in this game could be very, very important. 22 plays 12, 4 tries to 2. Two for Jackson Edgar. A try to Liam Ison and also Baden Moran for Bass Sports High School. Try to Max Tautua and Deshaun Linden. 2 from 2 off the boot of Jonathan Sewer. Raven. Or Tagavia.